They're looking down into the epicentre of the outbreak. Dozens of engineers have spent the day at this underground reservoir in Brixham, a broken air valve in a field where cattle are kept, the suspected cause of cryptosporidium entering the mains water system. Just down the road, residents closest to the source continue to fall ill.
My wife has been drinking water to keep hydrated because she's diabetic, and the insulin that she had to have was doubled, and basically that affected her to start with. So keep drinking water has made her worse. She was so weak, I even phoned 999.
That's basically what it is.
Leaflets to warn about boiling tap water were only delivered to David last night.
It was safe to drink, and then, oh, you best boil it. I think they should have really said, just preserve yourself, really, and sort of say, boil it first until we're sure.
It's now 4 days since this outbreak began in this seaside town, with South West Water still unable to confirm when it'll be fixed. You advised your customers on Tuesday that the drinking water was safe. That decision has directly led to likely hundreds of people falling ill. That was a huge mistake by you guys, wasn't it?
So we were working on the information we had at the time, which was...
But there was a presumption that this could be something nasty. Would it not have been better to err on the side of caution?
We were working with the best information we had at the time. There were no indications and confirmations at that point that cryptosporidium was identified in the water. And we also are aware that placing a boil notice on customers is difficult and can cause anxiety. So we wanted to ensure we had the right evidence.
Would you like to apologise to your customers?
I have already, and I continue to apologise.
The outbreak has led to one primary school closing today. Students taking their SATs were allowed in, but had to bring their own water. South West Water has had to set up a second bottled water collection point because there is a constant stream of people. In fact, the queue to get into this site stretches more than half a mile up the road. Although there are only a few dozen confirmed cases of the disease, anecdotally, that number is more likely to be well into the hundreds. For those more vulnerable, coming into contact with cryptosporidium can be serious.
It's not just for drinking water, although that is important. Dental care, cleaning dentures, personal care and cooking.
Sky News understands it will be another week before boil notices are removed. For now, the daily queue for water continues.
And Dan joins us now from Paignton in Devon. Dan, an apology then today, but there is still the possibility many more people could fall ill.
Yeah, the UK Health Security Agency predicting that there will be more confirmed cases of cryptosporidiosis as the diagnoses continue and more people go to their doctor. It's worth mentioning as well the incubation period, that time from when people are first in contact with the parasite through to when they start getting the symptoms, and that can be up to 10 days. So we're on day 4 of the outbreak. Could be another 6 days or so before a lot of people start to fall ill. So not out of the woods yet. You mentioned those symptoms: vomiting, extreme dehydration, diarrhoea. The advice from health officials: look, stay hydrated. Don't use the tap water if you're in these affected areas for, of course, drinking, but other things, personal hygiene, brushing your teeth and so forth. The big question here in Torbay tonight is, look, how long is this going to go on for? We were pushing South West Water for an answer on that today. They simply wouldn't give it. Off the record, we've been speaking to some senior officials and the guidance is, look, 6 to 7 days. If they can contain that outbreak at that underground reservoir, those boil notices may be lifted in around a week's time.